No.
No, I am not doing the countdown thing, Pat. We are fucking live. Oh, we're here. Let's you know what? For everyone listening in the future, fucking subscribe, catch a stream live. If you're listening on iTunes or Spotify or any of those websites, fucking get on the YouTube channel so you can catch these lives, because this is that sweet period where, you know, we tweet it out and we kind of like, we just bullshit for a little 15, and, you know, maybe I pull up a video of a white dude stuck in a vase and it's the funniest fucking video. Yeah, it's a music show, but sometimes we got clips.
Reacting how I really truly feel like I would end up reacting. Like, you know, one of those things where you're just like,
here. We got
either one of us, but yeah,
we got to show the video. It's so fucking good.
Morning, guys.
I'm doing everything I fucking can.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, the thing of like, I am the most panicked out of all of us. Please understand this. I'm in this situation. I am literally in this situation.
It's so funny. It's so funny too, because it really is like, all right, there's no way you get stuck in a vase if you're not being a dickhead. That's how you get stuck in the vase. But at the same time, when you're stuck in a vase, your energy is like, everything has to be about me until I'm out of here. It all has to be, you all have to fucking focus on me until I leave this vase.
We all know the situation. Okay, I can see that this, like, because you're right. This started as chicanery. Okay, this started as a little malfeasance, but a little, you know,
because
he's being a little scamp. You know,
he's a little guy,
but he's like,
he's a little guy, but still, there's no way he accidentally gets in that vase. He walked into the vase.
He was laughing too. When like before he got stuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if this was being done to him, he was also having a good time. But now he's like, but for him, see, the issue is, Andy, is for him, the joke became a lot less funny once he couldn't like uncross his. I think what it is I think he's sitting down crisscross applesauce, and I think he's stuck. And I think it became a lot less funny. Yeah.
Can I act it out?
I'll give you the direction real quick. You have been either placed in or said, "Hey guys, watch this."
Yeah. I'm gonna do. Hey guys, watch this. This is what it is.
And then the joke became not a joke for you way sooner than it did for everyone else in the room.
I'm gonna act it out.
Okay. Oh, look, guys, watch Andy. Andy.
Fuck it. I'm assuming it's like, hey, like it's a wedding, something like that's playing.
They're playing Salt and Pepper. They're playing Salt and Pepper. This is not the song that, by the way, this is not the song that was playing when he got into the vase either. So that's just to give you a little timeline too.
So it's
hey.
Oh my God. Oh, look, I'm a plant. Anyway,
it's like you said, look, I'm gonna make a wish. Look.
All right. We're gonna do shots. All right, I'm gonna just get out of this vase because I can. I'm just gonna get out.
Hey guys, did you see Andy in the vase yet?
Here, wait. Let me just move my leg.
No, his legs were in there.
Guys, I'm fucking stuck.
Oh,
guys, I'm fucking stuck. No, seriously, it's not a joke. I'm fucking stuck. No, I fucking stuck in the vase. I can't get me.
It was that timeline of that thing of like, everybody was still like bringing people over to like look at him. And like, at this point, like, they're like, oh, he's not laughing. Is he okay? I didn't do shit. By the way, it doesn't look that small, but it looks narrow.
Look, you can do it. You really can.
And drunk white women.
His knees are hidden.
Did you just say his knees are hidden?
His knees are hidden. No, that's not his knees. That's his legs.
No, his wife.
Somebody did correct. Somebody's like, Jeremy's stuck in the vase. It's actually pronounced vase.
Yeah, and you know too, his wife is just like, yeah, it's crazy. So you'd think it'd be easy to get out. He's not that tall.
Yeah, everybody's like insulting him by being like, just fucking stand up. What's going on?
Stand up. There's no way your legs are crossed, you tiny little.
Tanya is absolutely right in the comments. Getting stuck is terrifying. Can you imagine if he got stuck face down? If he was just like, watch this, I'm like a cat, and he like tries to climb into the, how cats can like climb into a vase and then like kind of like just be like in it. They're like kind of liquid like that. Gingers,
dude, imagine if he
gingers are not liquid.
Dude, imagine if he did that in a fucking dryer.
I wish he had.
And he was like, I'm stuck, step bro. And then the whole wedding party's like, sorry, Chad, we have to clap your cheeks now.
Yeah, what if now Jeremy has to like give all these guys a hand job at the wedding reception, and he's just like, oh, I fucking stuck. This sucks.
It's so funny. Someone starts fucking him in the ass, and he's like, you don't need to do that. And then like after it's all said and done, he's like, wow, those porns actually aren't like crazy. That's how you get out. That's how you get out of that situation, is by getting butt fucked.
I'll be a son of a bitch. That's the most believable storyline in a pornography I've ever seen.
The stuck porn's actually not wrong. Yeah, that's like how you get out of it.
Dude, his reaction though is absolutely, it's not fucking funny. You know what I mean? Like it's that like I'm fucking like everybody giving him the same advice over and over again, slurring it in his face, him being a little fucking fucked up, and then just being like, I am never gonna get out of here, and everybody's having a great time, and I'm stuck, and I can't get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you're getting panicked in that fucking vase, just stressed out, like it's not certain I'll ever leave this. Yeah, I might just be a vase boy now.
And the party's over for him now. Like he's embarrassed himself. He is also terrified himself. He's probably got a huge adrenaline dump. And then now he's gonna just be like, I'm just gonna go home. They're just like, no, come on, we just got you out of the vase.
See, if I got stuck in a vase at a party, the second I got out of the vase, I'd be back to partying. But I bet you the dude is sitting there going like it's probably at a high end fucking place, and he's like, I'm gonna have to pay for this vase. This vase is probably like $10,000.
Like it's a thing where it looks kind of like a planter too. You better hope it's not like one of those Home Depot, like brass planter things or something like that, and hope that it can just shatter open and you can just get a fucking sledgehammer to the bottom or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, or to
I always love these videos too, because I'm like, if I posted that video of any of you guys, you'd fucking kill me. And I would want to kill you if you posted me in a vase screaming like a fucking bitch.
Andy,
it's like,
Andy,
guys.
Do you want to know the last stuck video I watched? It was I believe it was 3 or 4 Brazilian divers, professional divers that were working on an oil rig, and they were trying to get a pipe open. A pipe that was about just a little bit wider than your shoulders. Just imagine it just being a little bit wider than your shoulders, right?
Yeah.
And they're in that's like this pipe that goes underneath like this and goes up like this. And there's like a little there's the pipe that they're trying to open up to try so they can service it, right? And as soon as they open it up, this one diver comes in. He's got a little headlamp on and a little camera on his head, and he goes in and he goes, "Here's that tool you need to open the pipe." And they go, "Hey, thanks, bud." And they and they open it up, and then bam! Instantly, all 4 of them get sucked into that pipe.
Oh my god!
Instantly, and are stuck in complete blackness. They have no light. They have no radios. And they're all severely injured because, again, they were all instantly sucked into this pipe, and now they don't know which way to crawl to get out either.
That's next level horrifying stuck.
I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but I do suggest that you look that up, because that is 100% true, and there is footage of them getting stuck and yelling to each other in the pipe after they're stuck. It's terrifying.
Damn. 4 guys instantly stuck into a pipe. I can't even imagine how many step bros you're gonna have to call to fix that.
Dude, they had to get so many cocks. They had to go, and they're Brazilian too, so you got to get cocks that are gonna last, because those Brazilian asses on men or female they don't quit. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
We at least know that they were waxed.
Sorry, I'm trying to look it up, and the first thing is it's a Reddit post that says, "Imagine being stuck in a pipe for fucking hours."
Days. Andy.
Oh no, is this it? I don't want to watch this.
You don't want to watch it. Trust me, it's not as fun as this one. It's terrifying.
Oh no,
I redline myself on everything that I watch online. It's either
is this it?
Oh no, that's not it. It's literally the guys are under the water.
What is that?
But it is similar to.
Oh no, that's a dude in a pipe.
Yeah, that's similar to it, but that's not the one.
Ah, no, I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch that, dude. This shit sucks.
Yeah,
This shit fucking sucks.
Sorry to ruin your stuck. Sorry to ruin. I feel like Forrest Gump. Sorry to ruin your stuck videos. I apologize.
Oh wait, dude. I think DiverNet
Mhm.
has the video.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's on. I've seen it on a couple list shows too of like most terrifying things on the internet.
Yeah, that's the most terrifying thing. All right. We don't have to. I can't find it right away.
Sorry to bring you guys there such a early day on Sunday. God's
I'm
gay.
I'm also a bad Googler. I learned that. I've been talking to Lemaire about. I remember it happened a couple times where also Lemaire is also like CIA level Googler.
Yeah.
And I would tell him, be like, "Oh yeah, this person supposedly has nudes, but I can't find them." And then he'd text me back in 5 seconds, like they're right here, and I'd be like, "How did you do that? You're magical." Yeah. He did that where there was this one porn star that fucking got out of the game, and I was like, I don't know how to like see what she's up to. I wanted to try to find her personal Instagram and be a creep, and yeah, Lemaire used his horny sleuthing and found that for me.
Dude,
so.
it is kind of, it's really
now I'm watching this horse kids grow up. Go on, Pat. I'm kidding. I don't even think. No, he just found her real name. I didn't go. It got too real. Actually, all jokes aside, it got too real after he found her real name, and I go, oh, I don't want to actually do this.
There's why you call me White Lemaire, because I just found the footage and like
That's
I knew.
Cool.
It's something about the nationality, and it's probably the same thing with porn stars. It's like
when they got sucked into the pipe, they were like, "Ay ay ay." Sorry, go on, go on, go on. What were you saying?
No, that's what I was going to say. Got a little Bailey's in that cup. No, I think
no.
there's
I grabbed it weird because it says embarrassing stuff because it was an I love you purchase, so I don't want you to see what it says.
You can be vulnerable in front of me. It's okay. We're just the boys here, guys. You know,
I don't want to be. I don't want to be. I don't want to be. I'm a man.
We're talking about getting stuck, baby.
Yeah.
That is the footage. There is something about knowing the nationality of them or something like that. Of going like, oh, Colombian porn star that retired, and you're like, oh, I know who that is. You know what I mean? Like,
what
were you talking about?
I was talking about a white lady.
You don't know the name. What was the name of the porn star that you were looking for?
She was a throwback, John. She was what was her last name? Something London? I don't remember.
London Keys?
No, she's still active, isn't she?
I don't know.
Isn't she still a working gal?
Probably. I don't know. Does OnlyFans count with like when they were like professional porn stars? You know what I mean? Like if they were like
count in what sense? What do you mean?
Like, are they still active? Would you still call them? You know what I mean? Like if you're saying, are they still in the game?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. That's actually like a really good question because, like, from what I've got, you know how, and this is how we can start talking about music. You know how, like, I've heard people refer to albums at this point because, you know, based off where people make their money, we've been starting to realize like merch is actually a heavy place where bands make money, especially like the mid-range bands and shit. But I've heard people describe albums at this point as, well, like albums and music videos are these just like high cost business cards almost.
Yeah.
It's like how you get into the band. And that, dude, honestly, in a lot of these like creative avenues, I think I've heard even podcasters make these jokes about them where it's like, I'm not a podcaster. I'm a t-shirt salesman that does a podcast.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's what a lot of bands are. You're like, no, I'm just a t-shirt salesman that plays music. And I think with to bring it back to what we were saying earlier with pornography, I think, you know, if you go like the traditional video route, that's just a way for exposure, and then the real money is on OnlyFans.
Appearances and merch and personal videos and shit like that.
I should say this, by the way. I think that for like the top tier of the porn gals. I do want to make it known, OnlyFans really is misleading on how much money you can make. I was reading a thing the other day. I didn't realize this. Apparently, the average girl on OnlyFans makes about $200 a month. And then,
oh wow,
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that shit where girls will be like, I made $15,000 this month. You're like, yeah, that's you and a couple other girls. It's not a thing. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, I had a big lift this morning, dude.
Much.
Thank you, bro. Dude, these nuts. That's what I was lifting. That's a big lift every day. Nah, dude, back squat, 385.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. 460 deadlift.
460 deadlift. Is that a lot?
That is a lot.
It's not 500 though.
It's not. Who the fuck are you, my Jewish mom?
Pat. I'm the co-host of the show you were doing. It's Misfits Sarah Danzig.
The former show we're fucking doing. You negative.
Get easy with this. You can't react like that just because.
You want to talk like that? I've been watching The Sopranos all fucking week. We can talk like that if you want to talk like that.
Hey, speaking of music, I restarted my rewatch of Scrubs. So far, holding up. Just saying, but no spoilers. I think you're right though. I think the merch conversation is essentially the same thing. What?
Tonya got you. Misfits era Danzig.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You fucking idiot.
That's what it is.
Torch his ass. No, Danzig era Misfits.
It's opposite day, you idiots. Check your calendars.
Wait a minute.
Open up iCal, you fucking dorks. Fuck. Now who's the asshole?
He
Real
got us.
time.
Pat
Real
got us.
time.
God damn.
Real time. Real time. I'm trying out catchphrases today. We got to get into the sports media. No,
real time.
Real time.
You fat bastard.
Fat. Yeah, once people start calling each other fat bastard, I'm like, wait, we can do that? Let's just do that. Broadcast it. You're the worst. Lemaire Lee is the worst human being.
You fat bastard, Lemaire.
Bastard. Son of a bitch.
Bitch, that fat bastard.
But the merch thing is absolutely right because like I've noticed even from like I started following. I wasn't following August Burns Red on Instagram before that. I liked the band, but I just wasn't following them on all socials and everything. I've noticed just from following them, they have like a merch drop every couple weeks, and it's cool and it's always good, cool looking merch. Yeah. But like whether it be somebody like me of like not this batch, but maybe next batch. They're starting to. It's an opportunity. Because a lot of times they can design the shirts and not actually like produce all of them. You know, they can do it to order if they have the system right. But you're right. Like every entertainer now, entertainers in general, whether it's with your butthole or with your mouth hole on stage, you're just basically saying like, I'm making cool merch while also producing content, while also editing it, while also managing myself. Like you have to be as an entertainer nowadays, all of those things. You have to be, a producer, editor, a director, a fucking a butthole salesman, merch salesman. You know what I mean?
You used to just have to be a butthole surfer. Now you have to be a butthole salesman.
Yeah. You just go up there, just go spread them and go like, yeah, cool. And then go work out, have some fun, do whatever. Now you're going to be like, this is content. Everything's content.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. The merch.
What?
The merch talk is something that we love to bask in. I love it.
I love it too so much. I love it
Gotcha.
so much. Trying to think what I want to hop into because there was a little bit of follow up from the dying fetus shit. I found out why dying fetus. Like there was another layer of oh, that's what I wanted to. Do you remember when we talked about that guy in the pit at the dying fetus show in like Germany?
Yeah. The guy
who
whoa, sailor. Hey, take it easy.
Whoa, hey, darling.
Yeah. Hey, sweetheart.
Hey, sweetheart. Don't be moshing like that. But yeah, so basically, I don't feel like finding the video, but basically, like they were circle pitting, and this girl was like, moshing like we do to fucking, when we're right about to crowd kill and stuff, and this fucking the metal soldier wearing his all patched up jacket, which I'm not hating on I'm not hating on a patched up jacket. I kind of love it. There's part of me that wants a fucking. I want to get a fucking what's the material it always is? The denim. I want to get the denim jacket with a big back patch. Dude, honestly, when we start getting big enough, we got to sell Drag the Lake back patches. Like, I want people coming to shows with their fucking, denim vest with the Drag the Lake back patch. I love a good back patch, but it's the same thing whenever you see a dude with a studded belt or you'd see some dudes with, like, bullets on their belt. They never have the energy of a guy with a fucking denim back patch fucking vest and shit like that. And that's what was very apparent in that dying fetus clip, where it's just like, oh, well, calm down, sweetheart. There's very specific rules on moshing here.
It's almost like it's very much like stolen valor in that sense. You know what I mean? You're like, this is a brand new vest. You had all these patches waiting, and then you sat down one day and sewed all these fucking patches onto this vest. It can't be like that. You got to earn
battle vest.
Yeah,
that's the term.
And that's the thing. You got to earn each vest or each patch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go out there and you gotta wear it to shows. You can't just have a denim jacket that you just throw a ton of patches on and then there you go. To me, if I'm out there with my gaydar, it's gonna be going beepity boop bop boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like one of those things of like your crisp, fresh patches, all of which have been added just recently. You know what I mean? The thread is all the same color and all this shit. Like, it's the reason it's different colors, and the reason it's because of wear and tear, and over time you don't always have the same thread handy. Some other people can sew it on for you. Like, at least for me, I get frustrated really quick. I do know how to sew, but I'm not good at it. So it's like one of those things of like, whenever I added patches to something like that, the only reason it looked punk rock was because I tried to do a good job.
You weren't punk rock, you were retarded.
I was very bad at it. Like, I was just very bad at sewing, and I hurt my fingers a lot. But it was one of those things that when I went to see Lars Fredriksson, I got a Lars Fredriksson in the Bastards patch. When I went to see fucking Op Ivy, no, that's the thing. Is like, there's always patches. I felt like such a shithead for having like Operation Ivy on there because I never saw them. I felt like a shithead for having that patch on there, but there's so many people that just have like, I feel like he was under that category. I think he was he's playing the elder statesman, but he hasn't earned that. It's stolen valor.
He was battle vest stolen valor. So it was going around that it was very funny. A lot of the hardcore people were making fun of the metalheads just to be like, that dude, don't show that dude people moshing to dying fetus.
Yeah.
Then the other thing, this tweet went viral. It was so fucking funny. So this tweet went viral. Well, viral in our senses, but
somebody stuck in a vase in a pit.
What?
It's somebody stuck in a vase in a pit.
But no, they go, "Dear metalheads, when you name your band Dying Fetus, it feeds into negative stereotypes about your culture. Violent, antisocial, misogynistic, and limits..." Wait, what? How is having a medical condition of a dying fetus misogynistic?
Well, also,
and limits the potential audience of your music and ideas to normal people. Punks learned this lesson long ago. No, they didn't.
What are you talking about?
I forgot about that part. Yeah, what are you talking about?
Who? By the way, who the fuck is this person? Oh,
it's just. No. It was just it just went viral. This is the beauty of Twitter, is I've seen this happen before. Like when it was during the last season of not Lord of the Rings, fucking that was a movie. When Game of Thrones, yeah. It was during the last season of Game of Thrones. There was this one shot where they had the chick, the blonde-haired chick, and then it was like in front of her, and it was a slow pan out, and then they showed a dragon taking off, and it was like a cool enough shot. And then someone with no followers just tweets out like, "Wow, this is one of the most stellar shots I've ever seen in the world. They need to use this scene in filmmaking classes for decades to come." And everyone was just like that was just such that was also, but also it was just like it was just a nice shot.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything over the top. Like, oh my God, who would have thought to show the dragon flying?
Hey,
And
by the way, it wasn't a shot. It was a scene that was probably just all CGI. Like it's one of those things.
no, but
Yeah.
but like just the shot itself, whether it's CGI or real, they're like, they need to teach this in acting, in filmmaking classes for years to come. And the opinion was so dumb. This person had like no followers. The opinion was so dumb that it just went viral because every single person who saw that went, hey, are you fucking stupid?
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things that like, yeah, now that's how you train a dragon.
And this one was the same fucking incident. I don't think this person has like any followers. Yeah, they have 628 followers. That's like none in the grand scheme of fucking Twitter. But the opinion just stunk so hard that everyone was like, I gotta weigh in. This is the worst.
That's really stupid. And also the funniest thing is to bring up misogyny and Dying Fetus. Like Dying Fetus, the lead singer, isn't it a chick?
No, it's all fellas, but
You sure?
yeah, but also too, I love the idea of like, be like, you know, all these negative stereotypes about your culture, violence, and you're like, that's well, no, that's just kind of a you thing, because like we all want the violence, like that's like when I listen to Tsunami and they say fucking run your pockets, pussy, fucking, and then or I watch that video I sent you of I watched that video I sent you of a suburban, what are they called? Suburban scum or whatever.
Yeah,
and the guy yells, hurt someone, word redacted. When he yells shit like that, I get goosed up because I want people to go fucking nuts in those settings and stuff. So it's like, no, it's not a negative. The violence isn't a negative aspect. The violence is part of it. We all want that, you dummy.
The Tanya got it too at the same time I did. It was Dying Wish I was thinking of. That's
About what?
The dying backup. The lead singer being a broad. That's So I just don't understand where this misogynist idea comes from. You know what I mean? Like where like there's right there. I
Where do you think the misogyny comes from, Toots?
Yeah, I mean I don't understand it. No, I
don't fucking get it. Where you coming from?
To say like it just mention of dying fetus, like that, like not killed fetus, not neglected fetus, not premature fetus, you know what I mean? Like it's just like you said, literally just a dying fetus. Like it's like if they named their band Cancer and they're just like, what do you mean women's breast cancer? Is that what you're talking about? You know what I mean? Like, wait, how did you hear that? I just want to, how are you hearing misogyny and dying fetus? Like if you want to bring up, okay, these are all the things part of the culture, but they're like, then to name it dying fetus, isn't that a little much? It's like, what?
So
what?
here,
Cannibal corpse. That means eating dead people. That's
wait,
like they're saying eating dead people. Is that not?
yeah.
And they're like,
Yeah.
but dying fetus. That's a little tone deaf, don't you think?
Here, let me show you their tweet because this was really funny. Dying Fetus got a part of this. And then he goes, dear that account, dang, where were you back in 91 to advise us all of all this? Had we listened, we surely would have gotten that Taco Bell sponsorship by now. And they're just basically being like, hey, dummy, we fucking know. It's a choice to name, like, there's no one so dumb that they name their band Dying Fetus and they're like, hey guys, why won't they play us on the radio? What the fuck's going on?
Or like to provoke them. What are you scared to play us on the radio? Like, no, you have made yourself unmarketable in the mainstream. You cannot mainstream market. Like, and that's the thing, is the reason it's called mainstream is because it's where everybody can access it. Children, grandmothers, aunts, everything like that. Like whether they like it or not, it is digestible to them. There's something there that they can take it in. If you introduce and go, hey, I'm Jeremy, I'm the lead singer of Dying Fetus, they're gonna be like, oh dear, like this fucking idiot. So I don't know if this is a Nana that has 600 followers on Twitter, and like I just don't understand why Judas Priest. There's no priests. It has nothing to do with church. I don't understand. I think he's even gay.
Actually, I think her original Twitter handle was Graham69420.
Graham top shelf where I hide the cookies is with her her banner. But there's a weird thing to say like this, the the person saying that you're so tone deaf and you don't understand is in fact the guilty party here. I feel like is the person that's going like metal guys. I mean, I don't understand. That's a little extreme, but there's literally a metal band named Extreme. Stupid. Like they understand what they're doing. Player was like, wait a minute. That's not. Why won't you have us play your Easter party? Because
it's also just a dumb. It's also just like because someone would say that, and then the response would be like, "Well, what? I'm not." Because here's the thing, they're not like wrong, but like you're putting your perspective on life onto everyone else.
Yeah.
And so it's like you might just be kind of, you might just need to catch up. Cause when you're going through life and you see a band's name Dying Fetus, there's a bunch of stuff implied. So you go, like I said before, it's not like Dying Fetus is sitting there like, why won't pop radio play us?
When you play it, you're not going to be like, wait, that's what they sound like? You know what I mean? It's not like Ghost where you're like, oh my God, look at all that imagery. Look at them. Look at the name sounds menacing. This sounds cool. And then you play them and you're like, huh? What?
Yeah. And also,
it's not like you're going to be like, da, 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 we're Dying Fetus. Like, it's not going to sound like Green Day. You know what I mean?
This goes back to the other points of like metalheads being out of touch, where it's like, yo, your genre is not for everyone. Because even if Dying Fetus was named like whatever Green Day or fucking any mainstream Metallica, if they had a name like that, but then you listen to them, they're still. I honestly don't think having a normal name would help them that much more.
They are appropriately named. Like that's the thing. It's like when you listen, like you said, if you're like Metallica, you'd be like, what does that sound like? And you listen to it, and then it sounded like Dying Fetus. You'd be like, whoa, that would be more inappropriate because it's such a, it's just. I mean, maybe it's because we're so used to it, but it's fun to say. Sounds like a metal band because it's got metal in the name.
Yeah,
but it also doesn't sound like it's going to be unpalatable for somebody that is going to be like, you listen to if you hit Dying Fetus, you hit play on Dying Fetus, and if it's Barry White, you're going to be like, what the fuck, that's jarring.
Well,
but it's not like they're sneaking it into you know what I mean?
No, that's like, have you ever heard of the band Fucked Up?
Yeah.
They're a band I would actually like, if like in an alternate universe, if they would have asked me, I would have actually suggested they change their name. Because it's like you guys are a fun punk rock band, but by the sheer fact that you're named Fucked Up, it's actually gonna limit you. That's kind of goes to my point though. No matter what Dying Fetus is named, like short of having a slur in their band title,
right.
Calling your band, when your band sounds like that, calling them Dying Fetus actually doesn't limit them whatsoever. Because there's a roof you're gonna hit on sounding like that. That's just what it is.
Appropriately named band. That's such a dude. This is a rabbit hole we could go down. My friend's local band was starting to gain traction, and they were a fucking good, like kind of Fat Records-esque new school style punk band, right?
Yeah.
Like, and they were fucking good too, right? So like, and could fit, like, we're filling local clubs and shit like that. Actually having some like real life actual success. But the name of the band was Fat Aggression.
Okay.
And it's like, it's one of those things where like they felt like that limited them. So
Fat Aggression.
And I'll tell you, like, to be honest with you, a lot of people were like, I don't know, that's kind of weird. It's kind of like, Billy Sucks, like kind of one of those things that be like, you're like,
yeah,
this has nothing to do with any of the content that you're giving us. So they had a whole thing. They had this huge record release party. And it was huge. It was announced on the local radio station. It was like a big for that time, and then kind of like shut down production to revamp their band and name it Pray for Rain, Prey for REIGN. Pray, like we are pray for, and it's like then it was too serious.
Yeah, that also sucks.
Like they overcorrected huge. And I actually was a part of Pray for Rain. I was in the band for a while. We put out an EP and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, well, like you got to have a tone. You can't just have like, so like there was one guy that was kind of a goofy guy. There was one guy that was more serious that liked Deftones. There's another guy that liked ska. You know what I mean? Like you can't, it's too menacing that way. So they're accurately naming your band, like, because they were putting out good music and they probably could have made Fat Aggression work. Don't overthink it sometimes. You know what I mean? And this person is definitely overthinking Dying Fetus.
Yeah.
They're projecting something on it, a lot of other stuff. And I think there's accurately named bands, and then there is bands that were like there's bands that put too much into marketing, and then there's bands that don't put enough into marketing, and then there's ones that get it just right. And I feel like Dying Fetus got it perfect.
There's a
they're like, hey, we're Dying Fetus. Done. Yeah, that's Dying Fetus. I got it. Yeah.
No, yeah, actually, in the context of their music, Dying Fetus is such an accurate name. No, that is an interesting conversation where it's like you do walk a fine line with your band name.
You gotta be confident in it.
Because
if you're Fat Aggression, be it the whole time, and it's not like that doesn't work. That's aggression. You got aggression and you're fun. You're fat.
Yeah, but it's like, and even like a band like Dying Fetus, there are gonna be a bunch of people who see that, because that's what you gotta. It's like you gotta know what you want, and you gotta keep that in mind when naming your band, because there are a lot of people that are gonna see Dying Fetus. I know that was my initial reaction before I heard the band, and I wasn't into metal as much back in the day. I remember seeing Dying Fetus, and I go, all right, edgelords. You know what I mean? I rolled my eyes at it, but at the same time, at the time, I think I even checked them out, and I was like, oh, I just don't like this right now. Now I'm more into that kind of shit, so I still don't really listen to them regularly, but I've enjoyed some Dying Fetus. But no, so I do think there is, because your name does project something to people, where if like you have a band like Fat Aggression, it implies this layer of silliness that sometimes people don't really feel like having in their band. You know, or in the bands that they like and stuff. So there is a fine line. But then at the same time, you know, it's like a band like Green Day. We were talking about them last week. Ooh, that was the other thing I wanted to talk about. I saw some really funny comments about our Green Day comments I wanted to talk about.
Oh, nice.
That's what I was trying to remember. Okay. But no, so like a band like Green Day, if you go like, that's such a high school band name.
Yeah.
And then to be like, yeah, they're called Green Day, and it's about a day you spend the whole day smoking weed. Like, that's the most 15-year-old band name I've ever heard. And
I never thought about the meaning before.
It's something like that. It's like some fucking bullshit. It's like some bullshit a high school kid would think of. And you look at that and you go like, yeah, that's a dumb name that's a band name you're going to have to change. But then it just keeps going, and now they're fucking, you know, they're making millions and it works. So the band name, it does kind of, in a certain context, it can kind of like weigh heavy on your shit and hinder you in a way. But in another context, it can also be utterly irrelevant.
Yeah, I think that, so think about this. Like, I think you're right about Green Day. And like, I was just going to bring up, not too similar, but not unsimilar, Less Than Jake. Think about the first time somebody heard the band name Less Than Jake, and you're going to be like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like, there's that time where it was like Better Than Ezra, Less Than Jake. You know what I mean? Like, it's always a better than this thing, or a name and a number, or SR71, Blink 182. Like, there's all these names where you're like, and you can kind of already envision them, and then you're just like,
yes. With the number, that's actually the number one's a funny one to bring up, because back in the 90s, if you were SR71 or Blink 182. Or, yeah, you know, if you just had stupid names like Panties in the Mouth, it definitely probably hinders.
Or Drag the Lake. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where, like, hey, it's a little on the nose, you know, kind of silly.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that's like when people ask me, like, I tell them about, I do a podcast. Like, what's it called? I go, it's called PITM. And they go, what's that stand for? I always go, like, no. Don't ask that one. Don't ask me that part.
Google it.
Shut up. Just listen to it and shut up.
Shut up.
Just shut the fuck up. But no, like, that is so funny. You know, if you came out, it's like, if you're a number band, it's because you got grandfathered in. I swear, it's ever since the fucking, it's when the Still Waiting video came out by Sum 41, and they had Will Sasso in the beginning, where it's like, Blink, you got all these bands like Blink 182, Green Day 75. He's like, numbers are out. The is in. What did he say? He goes, the White Stripes, the Hives, I forget what the last one was. He kept saying the.
Oh, thank you.
I forget the fucking intro of that. Is Dom doing wife stuff?
Yeah, she brought me some coffee.
Hell yeah, dude. Coffee rules.
A little late. A little late with the coffee. Oh, she says hi, Andy. But I sent her back downstairs.
Yeah, but I literally think the intro to the Still Waiting video is what killed the numbers, because context is so important. If you come out and you're fucking, Streetcar 74, people are gonna be like, the fuck is that?
There's better thans, less thans. There's numbers, and then there's fours. There's bowling 4 soup, 5-4 fighting, fist 4, 5-4, fee 4. You know what I mean? Like
5-4 fum.
3-5-4 thumb.
Can I say something on Less Than Jake?
Yeah.
I actually think Less Than Jake's a decent name because that one's smart, because I feel like it sits in an in-between area where it does, but on its own, it doesn't really telegraph what it even fucking means. It just kind of, and also I've noticed a lot of band names that work real good are like Bam Bam Bam, Less Than Jake, All Time Low, Newfound Glory,
No FX.
I Have AIDS. Oh, wait,
Jesus says peace. Oh, this is fun. This is what I used to do in school. What's this one? Syllables? No, what is this?
I'm not gonna help you at all.
Hold on. It's anagrams. What is this? What is the thing? The rhythm of the song, or the rhythm of you say how many vowels are in it? How many vowels are in it? It's
syllables.
Syllables. That's it. You go Less Than Jake. No,
dude, we can do it all the time. No FX. Kubla Khan. August Burns Red.
Every time
4, actually.
Every time
I die. But here's the thing. It all fits into the rhythm, because you could be like, every time I die. Now that's technically every time I die. That's technically 5, but you can fit it into the rhythm.
Yeah.
Every time I die. August Burns Red.
Hey,
Kubla Khan.
Who's doing this?
Green Day.
Kanye's comments. Damn it.
Kanye's right. Yeah, if it all fits in.
Uh-oh. Is this a conspiracy? Did we just invent one? A syllable conspiracy. Everything is 3 syllables. Idiots.
You know what's funny? Speaking of Kanye, I was watching a comic do a joke last night. It was a very funny joke, but the premise was essentially like he was gonna go back into, I don't want to do his whole joke actually.
Word for word.
But no, he was this is actually a funny conversation.
Carlos Mencia.
Bobby Lee.
Oh,
dude, it works. All the greats, dude.
Oh,
Joe Rogan.
Pat Joe. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Wait a minute. This is why we're not successful.
Fuck, it's me.
Andy Malafarina. Ooh, I can hit quarter note triplets. Andy Malafarina. That sounds like a breakdown. Dun, 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 dun.
All right,
Andy Malafarina.
Probably
Andy Malafarina. Psh, dun. Andy
I'm holding us back, buddy. I'll just turn my camera off. I'm sorry.
Wait, what's your middle name?
George.
What's your last name?
Rossico.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's Rossico. And it's one of those things that I just, what's funny is beforehand I thought, nobody's gonna be able to pronounce that. I feel like it sounds too ethnic. So I went Pat George, and everybody goes, fuck white dudes. And I'm like, no.
White people are fucking stupid. Oh, I could have been so fucking ethnic.
Pat George, no.
Dude, honestly, Rossico would have been better, because you could be like, bum, 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 Pat Rossico, Pat Rossico, Pat Rossico, Pat Rossico, Pat. Damn, dude. You got to be Pat Rossico. That adds so much more fucking rhythm and pizzazz.
Should I dead name myself here in PA and then just go to Austin as Pat Rossico?
Just fake your death.
I could reel my death too.
Yeah.
I'm done with this faking your death. I'm going to reel my death.
Well, let me put it this way. Unless you're a pussy.
I mean, obviously YouTube, we're joking.
We're joking. Parody. I always turn into what's this face from the fucking
Where can we actually talk about, actually for real joke about killing ourselves or other people? Where can we actually do that?
No, dude, we can fucking go on Rumble and wild out, but everyone's fucking gay, and if you go on Rumble, they'll be like, "Are you afraid I'm a speech fighter?" And you're like,
Yeah, I want to talk
mean,
about being gay and retarded and stuff.
Freedom of speech rules, but like, don't call me like a freedom of speech fighter. Like, god damn it.
I'm not a anything fighter. I'm a foo fighter, baby. I'm a big. I'm sorry. I got myself with that. I almost take myself, but it was just gonna be spit.
Ooh, Derek's got it, dude. Chatterbait. We can go to Chatterbait. Wait.
OnlyFans.
Wait. Chatterbait. Checks out.
Checks out. We're good. Okay.
Wait. Rumble. Chatterbait. We're going to Chatterbait.
Derek Gates. Derek Getz. Okay, we're good.
Hate me.
I gotta make sure.
He hate me.
Damn.
Tony.
Welcome, Tony. We're the 2-syllable fellas. We're like
it's gonna be Tony, Pat George on Rumble. All right. Oh yeah, dude. No, just a fun little catch up. Cause remember when Swifties were giving us the business?
Oh yeah. We got. It was fun. It was really funny. I didn't realize it wasn't like that was not our intention by any means. We're just running our fucking yaps. But the fact that you title it correctly and you put that little thumbnail up with that, and they fucking come out to defend the fuck out. Like, here's a list of why you're stupid and fucking wrong. And it's wow.
Well, bro, you think Swifties were good at paragraphs?
Yeah, here we go.
Green Day fans are good at paragraphs, dude.
By the way, I have not. I don't think I saw a lot of. I might have seen a couple of these. I don't know if I saw all. I didn't see any. I don't remember seeing any paragraphs at least.
Well, here let's start with the small paragraph. But yeah, the Green Day fans, and this honestly makes me happy because I was worried about Green Day, but they actually got fans to fucking come out and fight for them.
Gross.
But but yeah, so we were shitting on Green Day's new song because we were like, something's wrong. That was horrible. But this guy goes, and we're not just there's going to be a point to this. We're not just being like, here's people who are mean to us. Let's do drama. I'm not doing that. There's a point to this. So, but this guy was funny. He goes, all Green Day's new songs. Where are you going? You want drama?
I was just getting some fresh air.
Oh, good call. Good call. You're playing your jazz off camera. Smart boy.
What are you talking about?
All Green Day's new songs sound great. Not sure what the fuck you guys are talking about. You guys, this one chapped my ass because I told you about I had that like super gay Green Day wall for years.
Yeah,
and I got rid of it purely for pussy. So this guy goes, you were never a Green Day fan because if you seriously were, you would know the songs sound great. I've been listening since 94. Literally every other channel who listened loved it. So I'm going to take hiatus from your channel. So we lost a viewer.
No. We didn't lose them. They're suspend. They're taking a break. They didn't.
He's on hiatus.
He didn't say on.
He's on hiatus. Well, here's what annoys me because I don't like being called not a real Green Day fan. Because if I was not a real Green Day fan,
oh no, oh my god,
would I have purchased this from Kohl's?
Dude, I almost bought a Dookie shirt.
What?
I almost bought a Dookie shirt from Target.
Oh, would not a real Green Day fan have bought this way after the fact?
Oh yeah.
Now, to be fair, this was in my closet. I didn't think of this until right before we started recording. But
I'm so glad you thought of that because I almost bought a black. I literally at Target probably I think Thursday or Friday. I was at Target and I was just like, I had bought I found one shirt that I'm not completely like it's truly something that I like. This is my Ace Ventura shirt I bought from Target. But I saw like a Dookie shirt.
Is it him throwing up at the end when he realized he fucked a man?
No, but I do like the subtle reference to that. There would be funny if one of them was like a plunger to the mouth, at least like something like that. That was my favorite part. But no, I was like, man, I love that album, but I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't want to fucking. I talked myself out of it, and it's so funny that you talked about buying that from Kohl's because I almost got it. I saw also Green Day shirts at JC Penney as well. So it's like it's one of those things of like, hey, this punk band, I'm a fan of theirs. You can't. Every other channel that listened to this fucking loved it. I don't know what the fuck you're talking
about. Dude, it's always such funny. Like every channel I watched said this was good, and I'm like, listen, I'm reading that like. There's literally no way that happened. There's no way.
and not only that, but also like dude, I'm if they are gone for good, I am happy to lose them that way, and I appreciate that outro because that's like an exit interview of like, here's why I'm unfollowing, and it's like one of those things of like, yeah, checks out that we got all that in our files too. Yeah, if you disagree with us, you can fuck off. That's fine.
But yeah, I'm not gonna read this whole paragraph because I wrote. So we had another comment that was basically yeah. I'm not gonna because I don't want to spend too much more time on this topic other than calling people dumb. But like, so basic, and I was reading a bunch of comments about this. So basically, what apparently Green Day's doing, you good?
I'm sorry.
But apparently what Green Day's doing is they're basically on all these songs, they're trying to encapsulate their whole career in these songs. So like one of them we were shitting on because remember you were saying one reminded you of like Holiday and shit like that.
It was just Holiday, yeah. It was
well, that's apparently what they're fucking doing, and to that I go, that's totally fine if you want to do that, but like.
Still sucks.
They did that, and it fucking sucked ass then.
You guys fucking suck at what you're doing. What we're saying is we're not saying that the songs weren't anything else than what they were. I was right. And you're telling me I'm right, but also it doesn't suck. And it's like, no, I heard it twice. I
heard the song. I heard it with my ears.
I heard the song, and it fucking bummed me out to go, this blows. No matter what it is. If it's a retrospective, it's a fucking, a fucking concept album. It blows.
It sucks ass.
So it's one of those things of like, I can understand if like every other channel liked it. They're wrong too. I go follow every single one of those fucking dullards because it is a stupid, bad execution from a professional band that should know better. This is garbage, and what you should do is something else. And just for the time being, not quit, not go away, not ever make music. No, none of those things. Just this. Don't release this. This is bad. Your last album was bad. This is bad. Stop. Why don't they take a hiatus?
And to give full context, like that I'm not just being a hater. Like, first off, I'm thinking about it. I think I got this from Hot Topic. That gives me a lot of, because I remember I bought it when I bought this. I also bought Steph. I was out at the mall or something with Steph. I also got her a Deftones shirt, and I'm trying to think where the fuck would I get a Deftones and a Green Day shirt? Probably Hot Topic. Yeah. So I bought it at Hot Topic. That gives me a lot of cred, like a lot of cred.
Yeah. And not to mention, dude, I legitimately I have also been listening to Green Day since 1994. Like I also really like them, but the past couple releases that they have put out have been uninspired garbage.
So, but
it's not about the execution, and it's like one of those things of like, if you want to be there, like I said the same thing about NoFX. I am I'm a lifelong diehard NoFX fan. The last album they put out was garbage, and might be the reason that they were breaking up. I don't know. But also, it's just a thing where like I can't deny what I'm hearing. So like, if now it makes more sense why it sounds so much like Holiday, but still,
like
bad.
I think Jesus Christ, you need to go into Foley work. That was nuts. It's almost because like music fans get super offended by it, where it's like I don't know. I almost think about it with like I was thinking about it with like Bill Belichick just retired. And like this last season with the fucking Patriots. I know you don't watch football, but like the last season with the Patriots has been horrible. Like they were one of those teams where people would say like, "Oh, they're playing the Patriots, easy week for that team."
Yeah.
But then like that doesn't just go. And if people point out that like the Patriots are having a rough season, we don't all just go like, "Wow, Bill Belichick fucking sucks at coaching."
Nobody does. Yeah, nobody is going.
Yeah, so that's like we're not saying that about Green Day. We're saying Green Day's a great band.
Yeah,
they might need to retire after this season.
That's legitimately what I was just saying. Is the fact that
Bro, it
because
happens
I
all the
know
time
how
with
good they are. Yeah, I know how good they are, and now it's like the same thing. Like I will never ever, I would never die on the hill of Dave Grohl, but I love, I'm a huge Dave Grohl fan. He puts out mid-ass fucking music, but I like it. I
Bro,
don't, I would, but it
you're
does.
there in the army with him fighting all that foo.
But I'm not jumping in the comments going like, "Hey, leave Dave Grohl alone. He's good." Like it's one of those things of like I also know he puts out a lot of stinkers because there's
He's mid as fuck.
I can hear when it's uninspired. I know when he's feeling motivated as an artist. So like I can hear it. It's unmistakable because I've been listening to them my whole life. It's the same thing with Green Day. You're not exactly what your point. Just to reiterate, we are not saying Green Day stinks. It's just the fact that the art they've been putting out recently over the past couple years has stunk to high shit.
Yeah, dude.
It sucks.
If I ever get a chance to meet Billy Joe, I might
Do
catch
better.
if I ever meet Billy Joe, I might catch a case for trying to kiss his pee-pee. Like, I love the guy.
I'm gonna smack him right in the mouth. Not literally, but
No.
I just wanted to give the visual real quick.
And I'll
Stop
fight.
it.
I'll fight Pat for hurting my beautiful punk rock boy.
Yeah, and he's gonna gain a security job for Billy Joel.
Dude, can you imagine? Like, if I was at, do you remember that video of that black chick fucking stopping dudes at Best Buy, and then Dana White was like, I'm giving her a job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like that with Billy Joel, just fucking checking you. Like, no one hurts my boy.
Like fucking effectively deadlifting me or something, shit like lifting me over your head. Fucking, you're gay.
No one hurts my baby boy Billy. All right, let's move on to something that made me feel. I want to know if I'm an old man or not for this, but I had a very old man adult reaction to this, but one of our favorite guys, Machine Gun Kelly, fake punk rocker. So this is what he put out, and I don't know who the Schecter is the company, but yeah, so he basically put out his own custom guitar, and it's shaped like a razor blade, and I'm just like, and like the obvious thing is like, you're a dork, this sucks, but like the adult in me is just like, come on, man, like what are we doing, dude? Like, are we just like, it's just too on the fucking nose? Are we just making razor blades? Because the implied thing is razor blades, cutting your wrist, yada yada yada. Like, are we just trying to make that fucking cool? Like, I don't want to sound like a fucking grumpy old man, but I'm just like, come on, man, that's not like, I don't know, man. It's like, with all the music that we like and we listen to, there's so much negativity for obvious reasons. It's to vent. It's therapeutic. It's cathartic. You know what I mean? It's all that shit. It comes out in a poetic, artistic way. But there's all that stuff's already so fucking implied. Now to be this like fake pop punk guy who's just using base level aesthetics to push his career and just hiring Travis Barker to write all his songs and all that, to now, and he's our fucking age. He's not a little fucking kid. He's our fucking age. To put out a guitar as a razor blade, it's so fucking tacky, and it's like, I hate because it feels weird becoming a fucking adult, but it's like when you have so many, because that's the only people that fucking listen to him is fucking teenagers that don't know any better, that don't know that this is the shittiest music there is. Like, it's all teenagers, so to just, I don't know, throw up a razor blade guitar, it's tacky as fuck, and I think you're a dumb bitch for doing it.
This is, well, so speaking of merch, and I feel like this is only recently have I experienced as the music fan that I am. Like, this is actually, I wouldn't even say this is the first time. I remember early in my childhood, like when I noticed that like jocks were starting to sport mohawks, and I was just like,
really?
Yeah, and I was just like, what are you doing? It's kind of like one of those things of like, you can't have that. That's like a thing where I was just like, I legitimately felt like a fucking somebody in like Lisa Bonet bitching at somebody for having dreads or something like that. You know what I mean? Like some white kid or you know what I mean? Like, it's like this thing of like, that is not yours. You know, I really got frustrated because it was like the Tampa Bay Rays changed, like they had this theme where they had the raised hawk, and I was just like, that's not what that's for. That is cultural appropriation. And I feel like the same feeling is what I got with speaking of merch when we were talking about I don't know if we ever talked about this, but like the fact that like not Kim Kardashian, one of the those fucking broads,
Kardashian broads,
the other ones. What are the other ones?
Chloe, Courtney,
Jenner. Yeah. No, the other Jenner, was wearing a Slayer shirt, and you're just like, and then the Slayer guy wore a fucking shirt that says "Kill the Kardashians" or whatever. Like, I don't even like that connection. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I. By the way, it was a Jenner that was wearing it.
Wait. Are you Pat? Are you outing yourself as a name 3 songs guy?
No, I'm a guy that's like, I legitimately know you don't know Slayer. I know you don't even know that band, madam.
Oh my God. This is scandalous. It's
Pat's a name appropriation. They're taking
my God
Slayer logos and they're putting them on expensive shirts and they're selling them for hundreds of dollars.
I've been podcasting this whole time with a name 3 songs guy.
And now,
oh my God.
And now we're here. And now we're here where this fucking dickhead just going like, yeah, make it a razor blade or something punk rock like that. I don't know. And it's like, oh, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like this is genuine Pat here, feeling like this is the only time I ever feel like this is
this absolute Pat?
This is genuine Pat. I said, you fuck. Sorry, it's genuine Pat.
My apologies.
Genuine Pat.
Can we go back to slightly fake Pat? I like it.
Yeah, we can just jump back a little bit. Hey guys, I don't mind it. No, I like genuinely thing where I'm just like, you're misrepresenting. It's the same way I feel about Spirit Box, and I know you don't agree with me. It's misrepresenting what. It's not a fucking shirt. It's not just art. It's like it's Slayer. If you're wearing a Slayer shirt and you don't know at all Slayer at all, I'm saying name one member of the band. Like,
yeah,
if you're, you know who you are, and you like with how much I put into what I wear and how I would defend it, and nobody stops me on the fucking sidewalk. You know what I mean? Like maybe a couple people at a show are like, hey, Andy. Oh yeah, Pat. You know what I mean? But like for the most part, it's not like people are actually going to look at me and judge it unless they're a fan of the music. And she's not even thinking of that. She has no reason to feel like she ever has to defend anything she wears ever, because no one's going to stop her on the street because she has security that's going to go, hey, what the fuck? Do you even know who Carrie fucking motherfucking King is? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know anything about Tom Araya, you cunt? You know, they can do it all.
You dirty cunt.
So it's John Lovitz that stopped her. You cunt.
But yeah, I have to defend myself real quick. Warning: Nice Guys finished last. Longview, Geek Stink Breath, and She.
Share your screen right now. Make sure you didn't Google it. Share your screen right now. Share it. Share it. Share it. Share it. Can you share it? Can you share it?
Stop yelling at me. Stop yelling at me. This is the only thing up.
Okay. Your phone too. Give me your social.
But anyway, so let's wait, I want to show you one more thing with this guitar is oh no!
Yay, Andy did it for the bear.
Do you see what I Googled, by the way?
Oh, was it those songs?
No, I Googled all Green Day songs. Oh no, I'm a fraud. But yeah, no, I think it's like
3 Jenners. 3 Jenners. Bruce. Oh shit, that's not one anymore.
Go to jail. Straight to jail. No, I think I come at this as a fucking adult, and I'm just like, I wouldn't be so mad with Machine Gun Kelly if he wasn't like, what am I trying to say? What?
Bad news, buddy.
What?
Machine Gun Kelly. I'm just saying he might be right. Andy. Oh my God, it's just me and you guys now. I'm gonna cut myself with a Machine Gun Kelly. I gotta buy it now. I have to buy it, right? He might be right. I think he's the right one here.
Is Machine Gun Kelly? Are we fans of Machine Gun Kelly now? Fuck.
Have to be. It's 3.
God fucking.
It's the rule of 3. You know we're comics. It's the rule of 3.
Machine Gun
yes.
Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly.
For sure.
He even comes on the and of 4. It's not Machine Gun Kelly. It's Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah. Machine Gun Kelly.
It's jazzy too. It's like it works so well.
I actually love him now. I just
Machine
bought all
Gun Kelly, Machine Gun Kelly, Machine Gun Kelly, Machine Gun Kelly, Machine Gun.
So is there a limited supply of these guitars, by the way? Is it, or is it just like a line that is being sold by Schecter?
Well, I think a better question is, does the guitar, it may cut your wrist, but does it black your eyes? Guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We've been Drag the Lake.
We are Misfits era Danzig. I did it wrong on purpose both times.
Misfits era Danzig. Everything I do is on purpose. No, I just think it's corny because it's like you're like
it's on the nose, 2 on the nose.
Here's the thing: we all knew you were a fake pop punker.
Yeah,
I want to hit myself for saying that out loud. But like, just as a punk, emo, a pop punker, we all know you're a fucking phony. But like, what's up?
Is Poser still okay? Can we still say Poser? Like, I feel so fucking lame saying Poser, but that's like the best way to describe. Like he's a professional punk rock poser.
Yeah, he's
like,
a poser. He's a phony.
It's legitimately like saying this is my punk rock era, and that's just like doing 2 or 3 albums like that, and then going like next he's gonna go into fucking dance or something. You know what I mean? Like.
Nah, dude, he got fucking butt fucked by Eminem, and now he's writing fucking pop punk music.
Yeah, you got ran out of hip hop, so maybe that's it. Maybe we need somebody.
Actually, I don't want to be. I don't want to. Sorry, my fault.
No, it's okay.
I was gonna say I don't want to be a phony. I actually didn't hate Machine Gun Kelly's Eminem diss, and I thought Eminem's was a little weak. I know a lot of people say Eminem fucking destroyed him, which he did to a degree.
Didn't Machine Gun Kelly call him weird?
No, that's what Eminem kept saying to him. You got a weird beard. I thought people gave Eminem. Now here's the thing. It was like people were like, Machine Gun Kelly did this bad and Eminem did this good, and I was just like, it was closer than you thought. But I'm also not going to spend a lot of time defending Machine Gun Kelly because he's the worst.
What Tony says here, if this happens, then we have to respond, right? We actually have to take action as pit police.
If he starts doing breakdowns, we have to go to a show and crowd kill the whole audience. Pit
police. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, there's a solution. We need to start. Pat, do you want to start a militia?
No. FBI and I would never ever. Am I losing power?
Dude, are your lights flickering as we started talking about starting a militia?
I'm not joking. You saw that, right? Was that on camera?
Yeah.
I think these lights will work, but that light and that light and that light.
Okay, government, we get it. We're not going to start a militia.
Why are my lights flickering, dude? That's not okay, right? Should I run away?
Pat, you probably just, I don't know.
If I go outside, I'm definitely done.
There's like 7 snipers trained on your apartment.
My house blows down. It says, my weather app says it's windy out, so that might be what it is. And my wife says there is no power at the studio. There is 24 people without power, just an FYI. So not the FBI.
So the podcast might end soon on your end?
No, I'm on my laptop. I should be okay.
Nice. Yeah, I like what Tony is saying. We have to start the Mosh Militia.
Yeah, the Mosh Militia. Okay, that makes it more fun. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I'll write that down. Mosh Militia.
Yeah, we got to start the Mosh Militia. So if anyone tries to... That's why I don't want to... Like, all these people...
But what I want it to be is I want to make sure that we vet people, sir. Like, because I feel like this is a real thing we could actually do. We could
get informants in there easily. Yeah. We don't want feds in the Mosh Militia.
Right. We got to make sure that we have the right people, because if we just have some dickhead representing the Mosh Militia and they're out there unjustifiably crowd killing, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're obviously
we have to have standards. Yeah. We have to have standards for the Mosh Militia.
Right. We got to turn in your badge and fuck. What? We can't bring guns.
We can bring Kubakan knives.
Oh yeah. Turn in your badge and your tsunami hammer.
That's the thing. All weapons. Did we talk about the tsunami hammer?
Oh no, we didn't bring that up on the show.
Oh yeah. Here, I'll bring it up on my end.
This is an update. Speaking of merch, speaking of bands and weapons and everything like that, there not only we've talked about Andy's Kublai Khan knife with the specialized hole
With the hole.
and everything, that the fact that how much we love specific band merch. And I was perusing some merch the other day because, again, my 2024 goal this year is to focus on new band shirts for my wardrobe because I was drastically low on them. So I was looking up Tsunami, one of my favorite new bands of 2023, and I love Tsunami.
Look at Tsunami's profile picture on fucking Instagram. I didn't realize I didn't follow them. Let's fix that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Wait,
But,
it must be on. Yeah, sorry, go on.
So not only was there a hoodie that I really loved, that's on there that I was eyeing, that if you guys want to buy it for me, Hanukkah's right around the corner.
You got to know, dude. You got to set up a wish list like one of those OnlyFans
Oh yeah,
prostitutes.
I will show you my butthole for this shirt, but there's a hoodie, as well as another piece of merch that I really love that's more specific to the Kublai Khan thing. But
Where'd you see the hammer?
look at this hoodie. Hold on, can I?
Yeah, lower your brightness.
Oh damn it!
Lower your brightness.
Shut up.
Pat, lower your brightness.
It says Tsunami, and it has the area code, and it just says "You're a bitch."
Yo, these guys fucking rule. Yo, Tsunami fucking rule.
This is on hold on. This is on risingmerch.com is where I saw the hammer as well as that merch or that hoodie. But the hoodie
Yo, did you see Tonye? Tonye goes, just Google tsunami hammer. All right, let's calm down with the obvious thing I should have been doing.
We're revoking all external producer credits to anybody out in the chat. I apologize.
Haha, joke's on you, Tonye. It popped up immediately.
But this is my favorite. Yeah, this is my favorite piece of merch that Tsunami has. They are unfortunately sold out right now. This might have been limited as well. But
dude, this is nuts.
This is my favorite.
This is fucking nuts.
Like a knife makes sense. What's this hammer for, dude?
And that's also
menacing activities.
That's like a hammer if you're in the Mosh militia and you want to bust up a Starbucks, that's the hammer you
That's
get.
the hammer. Right. Like this is more for out of the show, not necessarily in the show, but if you're a part of some kind of uprising of some sort. Also the camo hat that says camo bucket hat.
Almost that goes pretty hard. It looks like this is a British only merch store. Because the price. Oh no, wait, it was in USDA. You know what? It was originally in euros, and then I guess it switched over when it.
Oh, you know what RBS stands for, by the way? Real Bay shit.
Hell yeah.
These guys love putting curse words on their merch, and I love it.
Real Bay shit, tsunami, you're a bitch.
Yeah. Not only
also your is not spelled right.
That's my favorite part, is because I can identify with their punctual or their what is it? Alliteration? I don't know. Spelling errors. You know what I mean?
I said what alliteration is?
It's where you do the claps, right?
Yes. You know what? Yes. Yes. Alliteration.
But no, it's like the fact that they have that misspelling on there is even better because people are gonna read it, and that's how you know people. That's my favorite.
That's how you know you're a bitch. If you point out, you point out, oh no, I pointed out it was spelled wrong.
It's a bitch detective.
No,
you're a bitch. You're bitch.
Fuck.
But that's the best part, is the fact that that is how you know people are reading it, is that the fact that they'll correct you. And then that's also how you know they're a bitch, is when they go up to you and they go, you're spelled wrong. I'm like, turns out and then you are a bitch.
And then you hit them in the head with your hammer. Tsunami's got a lot of merch.
Yeah, dude. Killer merch too.
Because if you go on their fucking Instagram and you click on their link tree, there's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 merch stores, and they all sell a couple things.
Yeah, I love the hammer, the specialized like engraved handle that says tsunami and you're a bitch and real bay shit.
Yeah,
and then also the hoodie, and I think that's only a hoodie. There's not a shirt that says you're a bitch. You can only officially let people know they're a bitch if you buy that hoodie.
Yeah.
Or buy it for me if you see my butthole.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, I just show you this. This made me laugh really hard. This has been like a trend I've seen people do on Twitter. Just a reminder, all my news comes from Twitter, guys.
Obviously, yeah.
But no, this has been a trend people were doing where they'll show the band that they like and they'll black out all the shit of the name, and the guy goes gatekeeping the band because they're too good. And then so the band retweeted, or I think this guy with his fun, hot, sexual ambiguous earrings. What?
His sexy head.
His sexy head? No, I was trying to think of the word sexually ambiguous earrings.
Yeah, you were just like outlining his head though. It was just kind of like, his sexy. Look at this. He's got a jaw.
No, I was just jealous. I wish I could be like a hot slutty dude that could wear those earrings. That like if I wore those earrings, people would be like, "Oh, you're a fucking gay pussy." But if he wears those, you're like, "Oh, you're allowed to do that."
Yeah.
You hot boy.
So what is the band?
Oh, so I looked them up. I got to find their name. I looked them up. But then so the band, the dude shared it and he goes, "Okay, guys, it's been fun, but can you stop gatekeeping us now? I would like to move out of my parents' spare room at some point."
Right. Like this is the thing. Is like gatekeeping is one thing, but then there's like being a cunt about shit. Like I have no problem with band. Like we've talked about this a million times. I don't care if Jesus Peace is vying to try to win an Emmy or being nominated for an Emmy. It
Grammy.
helps them. What did I say? Oh, Emmy.
Emmy. Jesus Peace wrote Scrubs. That's why you're watching it.
Yeah. I can't do it on my own. I ain't no Superman. But there's a level of like putting yourself out there, but yourself, as long as like Jesus Peace is saying, "Hey, we worked really hard on this album. We love this album. We want to be considered for your consideration. This is us." And like, that's the thing is that album, we agree it rules and nothing changes if it gets nominated for an Oscar or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter.
A Tony.
Yeah. It could be
whatever.
Razzie, the Kids' Choice Award. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd love to see Jesus Peace at the Kids' Choice Awards. That'd be
Fuck
sick.
yeah, dude. Fuck that bullshit. And they're like, "Yeah, let's slime them."
Yeah, slime
that bullshit.
That would be sick. They'd be like, "Slime that bullshit." Slime that bullshit. They still say bullshit.
Yeah, I don't care if they do that. Like that's the thing. Is like,
dude. Do you remember
them? So
speaking of kids show, do you remember when like a bunch of punk and emo bands and shit would go on the fucking Wiggles? I think it was.
The Wiggles, really?
Yeah, let me look it up. But
no. Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it was.
Yeah. Because that was started by members of the Aquabats. Did you know that?
It was. I forgot about that.
Right, and that's the thing is, dude. That's the beauty of the like. That's why I mean this is going to go a lot deeper than obviously what we're talking about, but that's why I feel like even as like a performer, as like a comic, I wouldn't want to stop performing or doing like plugging away at this shit because like look at the Aquabats. This is essentially what the Aquabats shows were. Like it was very kid friendly. It was fun, it was weird, and it was like a stage version kind of Yo Gabba Gabba. Like it was fucking weird. They had characters, they had villains, they had little commercials and shit like that. They were doing it like for years and years and years and years, and then they got like somebody at a network at Nickelodeon or whatever was like, "Yeah, we actually we know what you can do," and they fucking did it, and they were right.
And the funny thing about like the reason I also brought up like Yo Gabba Gabba is the fact that like you can be a part of that shit and not like you don't have to be considered a sellout because it's all about like why are you doing it,
right?
And it's like, yes, Taking Back Sunday did Yo Gabba Gabba because it was a fun show for kids. The Aquabats were probably their friends, and it's just like a nice thing, and it's like the same thing, like Jesus Peace. If they, I don't know if they were on the, I think they're doing a remake of All That. Like if they played on a remake of All That in some weird multiverse scenario, yeah, it wouldn't be like, "Oh, you guys are selling out." It would be like, "Oh no, Jesus Peace would be like, I loved All That when I was a kid. This is sick. And
Right.
it's like we're trying to just do sick shit.
Right. I think that's like that's in general what it is like there are people that are like I was exposed to cool music or cool things like they know like it's like know your audience or whatever, read the room essentially. So yeah, Jesus Piece could go on there and not do super like what is it, like explicit lyrics and shit like that, even not that you necessarily understand them anyway, or just not say fuck yeah.
Heck the bull crap.
Yeah. You don't have to like censor yourself. Just play a song that you don't curse in or as much or whatever. And then just like it's just exposing kids to other types of music. And that's Yo Gabba Gabba shows that you can and honestly, most of these guys probably in Taking Back Sunday probably had little kids that watched Yo Gabba Gabba.
That's what David Cross said about doing the Alvin and the Chipmunks movie.
Right.
He was like, well, he also admitted, he's like, they paid me a shit ton of money.
Right.
But he also said, he was like, it's the only thing my kids can watch me act in. Like my kids can't watch any of my movies.
They can't watch Run Ronnie Run or fucking Mr. Show or something like that. So like if they enjoy it. Like if when an actor can be like a voice in a cartoon that their kid loves, they have an extra bit of pride because your perspective and your goals change. Taking Back Sunday is not still trying to fucking find chicks or anything like that. And it's not that they're trying to be friendly, but they're just thinking in their sense that like my kid loves the show. It'd be so cool if my kid could see me on their favorite show.
They're just like, this is sick.
Yeah. And also this cool people. And we don't have to change a lot. We just are on a different set doing essentially a performance. It's like doing Tonight Show. You're just exposing yourself to a different audience that like, again, what do we talk about all the time with like the bands that are like touring now that are like redoing tours for albums that they did back then? All of their fans are our age now or older or something like that. And they all have disposable income or have more income and have more ability to come out and spend money on you. So like, it's the same idea. This is just a lot of the moms, I'm sure, were probably huge Taking Back Sunday fans. So they lose their shit. And then they're like, look, you know, like, so it's the same idea as like Taylor Swift, you know, she's multi-generational because the moms of the teens nowadays listen to her growing up as well. So it's like it's child stars becoming this thing, but you can expose yourself to kids and it'd be okay.
Hey, phrasing.
What's wrong with that? Is that a pause moment? I'm sorry.
Wait, did you do that on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I just had to end the sentence, and I was just like, "How can I do this funny and weird?" Oh, I know,
dude. You slipped that in.
Myself to kids.
You slipped that in so smooth. I was like, "Did you do?" I don't even know if he did. If he meant to do that.
I got Tanya too. Oh
yeah. Shout out to that band. We should give them a head. We should let people know because we're not trying to gatekeep anything, but they are called Holding Absence.
Yeah, I think.
And I will say this. There isn't a vague. What are you doing?
Was that?
Oh, are you canceling yourself? Because
I just had to blow this candle out. It was really
my fault.
I had to turn my camera off just in case.
You love lighting candles. You light a lot of candles.
I'm a big Bath and Body Works guy, so I go out there buy some 3-wick candles. They were $10 off yesterday. They were on sale, so I treat myself.
Oh, good. But no, I will say, I'm not saying you can't.
Don't tell the FBI. Shut the fuck up. Right. Shut the fuck up with the FBI shit.
No, that was the FBI hacking you. That was another FBI hack.
Oh, I thought he was narking on me, dude.
They turned off your fucking.
I thought he had an earpiece in. Hey, FBI.
Oh, but I will say this though, and this is why crowd killing is so important because I don't want to act like there's no gatekeeping that needs to happen because I do think like, you know, yes, we want Knocked Loose to be huge, we want Kubla Khan to be huge, we want Jesus Piece, Tsunami, all those bands to be huge and make a lot of money, but Capra as well. But if we start, you know, at any level. If rowing starts to happen, if you start seeing Beyblades in the pit, you get your tsunami hammer and you figure out the problem.
You just work stuff out. You know what I mean? Well, maybe you can never go back to that venue again. But
just, you know, get your tsunami hammer and have a conversation.
Go viral. We've seen ladders. We've seen fucking tables.
Dude,
Let's
can
see
you
him.
imagine just some guy like
Just a whole work site. Fucking bandsaw go.
hell yeah. I got one more thing I wanted to bring up because I feel like I gotta. It's not gonna be the most fun conversation, but I feel like we gotta because people are getting in a fucking tizzy about this. So I texted you about this. But Slaughter to Prevail was in the news.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were getting mad, and I was getting kind of annoyed with it because one, I like Slaughter to Prevail. I think they're a fun band, and I think this whole situation just oozed phoniness. Because, so basically, Revolver puts Slaughter to Prevail on the cover. They're a very popular band. Like, look at their analytics in any capacity, whether it be on fucking YouTube, whether it be on Spotify, on fucking Alex Terrible's YouTube channel, all this shit.
And then you photoshopped.
What?
You think that's Photoshop or that's real? Is that a real? Do you think that's he's really actually holding that gator, or is that a gator that was photoshopped into?
I think the gator's real. The tracksuits are photoshopped. No, that's probably a fake gator.
I feel like, and it looks like, to me, it looks very obviously fake. But I had to get a second opinion, and I didn't want to tell you what I thought.
Yeah.
But I think it looks very fake. That looks like you took that gator, you fucking cut that out of somewhere else, like Gator Farm, and then you put it in here, and you make this guy who already looks arguably like the toughest Wolverine I've ever seen in my life. He looks like if Wolverine was an MMA fighter.
Yeah,
this is crazy, right? But
yeah. He's a bad mother effer.
And then he's got every character from a Guy Ritchie movie behind him, and then he's holding this fucking gator like this, but it looks so obviously fake. But I absolutely took us off the rails with that. I just wanted to be like, I just had to get your input on that because I'm like, this looks so fake. Fake.
Another classic Pat hyper focusing on a really irrelevant detail.
Pat hitting the air brakes. Bring it to a screeching halt.
Oh damn! All the pallets in the back fell over because Pat had to ask if that was photoshopped or not.
That's the other cars hitting us, like, just knocking us forward.
It's just one of those videos like when it fucking snows one time a year in Texas and like no car is ready and the roads aren't salted and it's just more cars slamming and slamming, and at the front of the pileup it's you being like, is that photoshopped?
Yeah, there's no way that alligator is really in that
it's just people behind you just dying.
Fireballs.
But no, it's just I was getting like it was just like annoying me because it just felt very phony, and I was getting to the bottom of it, and I was trying to figure out like why people were mad, and because everyone kept saying like he's a Nazi, and I'm like, yeah, what's bad about that? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Sorry.
JK. Pat, edit that out for me. I know you don't do the editing, but edit that out. No. So everyone was like calling him a Nazi, and I go, yeah, but like, it's not like he was a Nazi last year. He was a Nazi like he wasn't even a Nazi. Okay, yeah. He wasn't. I should be very clear. He was never a Nazi. He just so I looked because I was like, you guys weren't mad at him last year because they were like, this dude was popular, like this band was super trending like a year or so ago. Yeah, and I was like, you weren't mad about him last year. So I look into the Nazi stuff, and it's because in the same vein as like fucking Haywire or any of those bands with the boots and shit,
borderline.
He got a tattoo that had a symbol. That now he claimed he's like, I didn't get it because of Nazi reasons. I hung out with this crew. He was talking about hanging out with this crew in Russia in his like when he was like 20, and he's like, I didn't have any friends.
Not better.
But no, he even admits he's like they weren't great people. A lot of them were like super right wing, like sympathetic to fascist shit and all this other stuff. Yeah. And here's what I think happened. I think it seems like he didn't have the best life growing up. This was the first group that was like, hey, buddy, we like you. He fell in with a bad crowd, got the tattoo because that was like what his crew was down with. And then, but here's what happened. When he stopped being with the crew, he immediately covered the tattoo up. So like, and I don't even think he was necessarily like, I am a admitted Nazi. I just think he was with some he was with some bad hombres.
Questionable folks. Some
But like
yeah.
but like I just that shit, like the whole Nazi accusation feels invalid to me, because I go on social media and everyone gets bricked up for one of those videos where we're doing a special program where I'll cover up your Nazi tattoos for free, and then everyone's so happy and they're like, yes, he's getting rid of his awful past. So I don't know. Like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend I'm like super deep into this guy's shit and to know. Now, I've seen a lot of his stuff online. Seems like a chill dude.
Yeah.
But like, do we not, if someone goes, hey, I used to be a shithead, now I've done things to not be a shithead anymore, like, do we just constantly bring up the fact that he used to be a shithead?
Well, this is it's not like he's, what's the guy's name? Phil Anselmo? Yeah, Anselmo.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like he's on stage doing that shit, being like literally
and
saying
then
white
going
power.
And then going like, well, I didn't know what I was saying. And it's like, no, you know exactly what you're saying it. You said it. So it was either you have to have some other thing. So if this is my line of thinking, this is how my moral code stays intact, is if let's just say there's two sides. There's the sides that are arguing against people that used to be fascist or think they are current fascist, but support other people that support their things, like Jimmy Kimmel or Justin Trudeau, who used to do on regular, apparently, blackface. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he had that Karl Malone bit.
And also, I believe Oprah Winfrey. I think they're like everybody's.
No. Oprah's black, Pat. She's not doing blackface. She's black.
No. Jimmy Kimmel was doing an Oprah impression.
I know what you meant.
But there's also like if like let's just say like if you're not continuing to try to take down Jimmy Kimmel and or Justin Trudeau, then you can't continue to take down Sean Strickland or this guy from Slaughter to Prevail. Like you can't necessarily say, like, if there is somebody who is willing to say I am a reformed racist, you cannot still give them the same bullshit you give them as if they were saying I am currently a racist or I'm not racist. They're not even saying I'm not racist. They're saying I used to be the worst fucking, like, I was in a tough neighborhood and I fell in with the wrong people and I was doing some wrong shit. And now I'm not, because I learned and I bettered myself. Exactly what you're asking people to do.
Yes, that's what you want. That's what you want people to do. Right. And now he's doing it. And then you're like,
why are you putting him on the cover? Because he has become the best version of himself. Look at him. He's ripped. He's not racist anymore. And he's doing great.
Yeah. But I think I was looking deeper into it too, and I realized the other thing people are mad at him about is
he's a human trafficker. I
know. He shot up a black school.
Turns out he really hates Baptist churches, and he goes in there and he sets fire to them on Sunday mornings, and I don't know why, because there's people in there. But other than that, crystal clear now. Right. Sorry.
No, I forget exactly when it was, but it was sometime in the past year. He, when like the trans conversation was more trending and stuff, he went on and he had the controversial decision of like, can we not trans these kids? You know what I mean? Because and I always say, every week I love to say I'm not trying to get political, and then I get political. Yeah. But so this is my segment of I'm not trying to get political, but and it's like it's my week.
Andy Malaferina brings you. I'm not trying to be political, but go ahead.
So that's my weekly segment. No, it's just with the people get really bent out of shape with the trans conversation, and it's like, guys, look at my Instagram follows. I got no problem with trans ladies. I got no problem. I'll throw a few Coors. That's actually why I stopped drinking. I'll throw a few Coors Lights back. Wife goes to sleep. I'm sitting on the couch looking at some trans people on Instagram, going, "Why do I feel this way? What's happening?" So I got no beef with trans. I just my problem with the whole trans conversation. I read a few books. I looked into it, and the one thing they're not talking about is surgeries just ain't there. It's the same thing with electric cars. They think we can go full electric with all this shit. I'm not anti-electric car. I just think you guys need to slow roll it a little bit because the technology ain't there. And that's the same thing with the trans surgery. The technology just ain't there yet. So let's slow roll it and do all that stuff. So, and it's like, in my opinion, and I feel like this is the right opinion, it's just, that's some shit you need to not be pushing on kids and stuff like that.
Right.
Because if you look at how many people kind of go through the process, then they realize it was a phase and they regret it. It's a very, I guess I'll put it this way. It's two things. It's a very complex issue that they're acting like it's not that fucking complex. And I think it's like fucking affecting a lot of people in a negative way. There's a lot of people it's not affecting in a negative way. And also the bigger one, for me at least, the surgery ain't there and you guys need to stop acting like it is. So because of all those reasons, if Alex Terrible is going on Instagram telling you, hey, maybe not push a lot of this stuff on kids because you're hitting them with the most confusing topic at the most confusing part of their life.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to fucking agree with him on that. I don't know if that's controversial, but that's just how I view all this life stuff.
I think I don't think it's like the thing that's unfortunate nowadays is the gauge for hate speech has been so altered and it hasn't been recalibrated correctly. I feel like there's a weird thing where like if you differ from one specific type of line of thinking at all,
yeah,
you are categorized as hate speech. And it's like a weird thing that I've never thought of. Why not? Like, let's just wait until people turn 18 to make any major decisions in their life or anyone's life, much like you do with smoking, drinking, voting, entering the army, guns, and any of these other things. Well, guns you can get a little bit younger, but there's a thing where like why is that hates? Why is that the same as calling them, F's and fucking, and, like dragging them behind trucks? It's not the same. It's like, it's literally, they're treating this guy like he fucking strung up a fucking trans person on a tree and said, what is this abomination?
Yeah.
He's like saying like, hey guys, why don't we just pump the brakes and not like give treatment like we do with any kids in any other situation. We say you can pretty much say and feel however you'd like for all of your life, but you don't make any major decisions until you're about 18 to 21. You know what I mean?
No,
and what is crazy about that? Like I was always taught when I was growing up to be comfortable in who you are. Like, don't try to be something you're not.
Yeah.
It's one of those things of like, I'm not going to sit here. I can have my thoughts and feelings about trans people, black people, Chinese people, whatever the fuck I want. But it's the thing of like one of those things that like ultimately I know that like I am not the majority. I am not somebody who is like that has all the answers ever. And that's the problem, is a lot of times people feel like the way I raise my kids is how everyone should raise their kids. And it's like, that's crazy. But also in any situation of this thing of like, I take them to church every day and I do this, or I take them to drag shows and I have them get read to and I take them for hormone treatments. Both of those are crazy. Like you should help guide, but not control completely your life, your kid's future before they're even old enough to fucking die for a country or smoke cigarettes on their own.
And to go to go into
on their own,
any
like you can do it with, like you're 16 and you have to have a parent in the front seat to smoke.
How old are you, boy? You're too young to be smoking without
Where's
parental
your mama?
supervision.
Cigarettes? Where's your mama, boy?
Where's your mama?
I just let out my Florida. I'm sorry about that, guys.
You need parental supervision to smoke these cigarettes. And it is that thing where there's that thing like certain people who think a certain type of way, like politically or whatever. It's the idea that they get so emboldened to the fact that, oh, you don't think the exact way I think.
Right.
Well, then it emboldens them to just be a motherfucker. And like with the fucking, like, that's why I try to get specific on the surgeries. And also too, if you don't believe me, I honestly don't want to get too graphic on this we're a music podcast. I don't want to get too graphic, but I'm telling you, look into the surgery and you'll go, oh, and he's actually being very reasonable. Like, look into how they do the surgery. It ain't there yet. But but no, and but also at the same time, like, I don't know, man. Like, you know, whether we're gonna get into an argument about are you actually a woman, are you not a woman? I don't. But like, does dressed in a certain type of way make you feel better? Then I accept that, and because I want as few people to be fucking bummed as possible.
Right.
And if you want to dress a certain type of way, I'll fully support that. And if there's someone trying to be mean to you for something that you can't fucking fix or you can't change about yourself, I'll help you fuck them up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't stand for that shit. I don't stand for that shit. But it's just this, but also at the same time, you need to have this wiggle room for people to,
that works
like,
the same both ways. It works both ways. Like, it's literally, if you're trying to force this guy off of Revolver magazine because of the way he doesn't think the way you think, I'm going to now rail against you. Like, it's one of those things of like, I'm a equal opportunity railer, baby. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter which.
Whoever you are, you're getting railed by Pat.
Whoever gets stuck in the sofa is going to get railed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter who you are.
Dude, it's literally, sorry.
Well, that's legitimately part of, I think, if we have, like, and this is going to get, unfortunately, Genuine Pat's back, and this is going to sound really fucking stupid, but like, if our, like, legitimately part of this, of like punk culture or hardcore culture is we are supposed to be accepting of everybody. And it's one of those things of like, dude, that includes this person, Slaughter to Prevail guy, who, even if he was grand fucking wizard of the Ku Klux Klan at one point in his life, he is not now. And he is not that anymore. He is allowed, just because he has a differing thought of how you feel. Like, we are going to feel like we're going to stand up for the people that are getting bullied, that are getting treated like that. And like, he's not spewing hate speech. He's somebody who's just saying like, hey, I this is how I feel. And it's not abortions for everybody. Sorry. Like, it's not, it's like one of those things of like, if you're going to get us upset with the dying fetus people, I feel like you're just creating fucking issues. These are not real villains, dude. Like, it's just people that are not thinking exactly the way you want them to think.
Do you know what this reminds me of, actually?
Huh?
This just popped into my head. Do you remember when I think we were both young at the time, but do you remember when it was in 2003 when the Dixie Chicks were on the cover of Entertainment Weekly?
Yeah.
And they were basically, and at the time, this was when you know, they were going to war in Iraq and shit. Because, you know, when a bunch of Saudis destroy your buildings, you got to go fuck up Iraq. Yeah. But that's another conversation. That's for No More Heroes, guys.
Yeah.
But no, like, the Dixie Chicks were some of the most, well, actually, they're called the Chicks now because they're fucking pussies. But the Dixie Chicks were like some of the most outspoken against Bush at the time. And they went on this cover, which, shout out to them, not wearing clothes. That's fucking, here at Drag the Lake, we are big fans of that.
We're big free the nipple guys.
Yeah. But yeah, so they were doing all that. They got fucking in trouble. People were like boycotting him and coming at him. And I'm like, this is the same thing as that.
I was coming at him.
Yeah, dude. Come on. Give me a little, dude. But no, in my book, like, this is the same shit. You're just sitting here not looking to hear them out and hear where they're coming from. And yeah, man, it's just this is the fucking thing that drives me crazy about music now, is because there's so many fucking hall monitors in it. There's so many people that you would be the people back in the day driving a steamroller over fucking NWA CDs. Like, that's who you're fucking being. Right.
Yeah. You're being this weird. And that's what I'm saying is like, you're like, essentially, yeah, that's a good point. Like, I was going to say, like, kind of use the same analogy. Like, it's like book burning. It's like this weird thing of like, you can't be exposed to this line of thought. So what, you know what I'm saying? And then like, okay, so then now I just don't understand how you don't fucking see it. You are sitting there saying you're calling this person a fucking fascist and you're the one limiting speech. What the fuck are you talking about? You fucking idiot. What are you? And it's not hate speech. It's shit that like maybe it'll get you demonetized, but honestly, at this point, hey, this is parody, but fuck you, YouTube. You know what I mean? Like there's a thing where like there's a thing where there's a thing where you like he okay, so I guess this is the reason, not to use a gay term, but triggered me. But like I hate when I am made to feel wrong when I feel like I am thinking rationally. And it's one of these things where like my biggest your biggest thing with the trans topic is the surgeries.
Why do I feel that way when I look at pictures of Blair White?
Right, exactly. Because
why does Nikita Dragon make me feel that way? I know it's a tiny Filipino boy, but I still feel the way I feel.
They're all pre-up. That's why. He's a big pre-up guy. But
what's going on, Pat? 5 Coors Light 10, and I like the trans.
but this is what I'm saying is like there's an opportunity to like to understand how people may view in a safe way like your culture or your, I don't know what the fuck, your
perspective.
Your perspective of this thing of like here's my legitimate concern. I don't hate you. This is just my apprehension. Is my biggest apprehension was like medically, like just scientifically, there is science. I am somebody that is never going to, and this is what makes me feel like the same way, like they're book burners or weird people like this, and they're actually the crazy fascist people, because like you're denying literal biology and facts. Like if you're telling Mother Nature, like you're telling actual real life biology that it's wrong. Like, no. Actually, I was supposed, if you want to be something else and you're just saying, hey, I want to change my sex to this. Okay. But if you're like, actually, I was supposed to be a woman. I was born a woman, but I'm actually a man.
Yeah.
It's like, no. To me, maybe it's my autism, but it's like, you're telling me that natural law is wrong. You know what I mean? Like, no.
Well,
it's a proven science, you fuck. And it's one of those things of like, yes, there is for the biological like continuation of our species, there is man and woman. Like there is a base level.
And can I say that? Can I say this too?
But there is a base level.
Can I jump on, like, kind of sort of jump onto that where that kind of coincides with the thing I was saying earlier, where it's like, yeah, if you want to present a certain type of way that makes you feel good, I'll fucking support you. 100%. But like I'm like what you're saying about like the biological stuff, and that kind of ties into what I'm trying to say is, if you get this surgery and you don't, here's the thing, you're going to get the surgery, you're going to have to tend to it every fucking day in a very intense way. Right. If you don't, you will get an infection and die. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And also, not like, if to get a little bit more specific, if you get on all those fucking hormones, they're lying to you. They're not as reversible as you think.
Right. It's just,
and then you sound, and then you have a weird rasp to your voice, like fucking what's his name now? Ian Page, Ethan Page, Ethan Hawke.
Page?
Elliot Page, right?
Elliot Page, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you take all these hormones that, like, they're not reversible. They're just like, well, some are, but most of them aren't. It's not as reversible as you think. Then you just have this like weird to your voice.
Right. But that, like, look, even though we're pointing out, like, we're just pointing out things like we do with like the music videos or anything like that. Ultimately, we support you. Go for whatever you want. The last, we've talked about this in the past, but the last real piece of private property at all in this world anymore is your body. You should be able to do anything you want to your body, but don't act like it's going to be like this thing that you're like, no, we're righting a wrong. Like, no, you can change, but don't be like, no, this is a whole lifestyle. Like it's been proven, and it's okay. It's been proven. It's just, it is body dysmorphia, right? Like it's like an actual real life thing where like you have this thought of how you should be. And it's not to say that it's a mental illness. I'm not saying that. It is just a mental condition where you have this thought but every other mental condition is not treated like this, where they're just like,
well, that's the problem.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
If you want to get into the weeds on the issue, the problem is it's like, it is a mental issue. And the problem is, like people, you go, I feel this way, and you go, and a lot of people go, that's actually happening, and it's like the thing is they need to start addressing it in a way where it's like, I understand that's how you feel, and also if you want to dress a certain type of way and do all that stuff because that makes you feel better, like that's how they should approach it.
Yeah.
That's how they should approach it, where it's like, if you feel this way, that's valid. Because I also too
We're never going to be on Revolver magazine.
Fuck no, we're gonna be on the next cover, dude. Talking like this,
we're fucking through, man. Give our alligators to somebody else.
But no, if you want to get into the weeds about it, it's like it's a what was the word you said? Because I don't like using the word mental
issue. I would say it's a mental. It's
a mental
like
condition
with guns. Like it's the same argument. You can like guns not necessarily aren't the issue. It's the fact that there's so much crazy mental illness and so much access for those people in guns. It's the same. It's the same thing of like but that is if you're saying anything, it's the way we treat both of them is to go no. You know, like it's fine.
I mean, also a lot of shootings happen in gun-free zones, but we're talking about trans.
We're getting political. It happened. We said
it's the segment.
But I'm in here now too. I'm here
segment.
with you.
I'm not trying to get political. It's the segment.
Yeah, okay. You're right.
But no, it is what you were saying before. It's a mental condition that, and I also too, I like to make the point as a dude who like deals with anxiety and depression, yada, yada, yada. I think emotions are valid. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you can tell me what the reality is, but I'm sitting over here. This is how I feel. And I feel like my heart might not explode, but I feel like my heart's going to explode. So it's like, that's valid to a degree. And it's like, dude, if you gotta, or ma'am, if you gotta fucking dress a certain type of way to fucking feel good about shit, I don't give a fuck. I fucking support that. I'm just trying to tell you, when you kind of go down this path where you deny certain realities, it's the South Park meme. You're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna forget to dildo your front hole, and you're gonna get an infection.
This is my you just said it. The way you can't tell, like that's the thing is it is legitimately how you feel. Like you're sharing like your thoughts, and
I think that's valid.
Right. And it is. And that's the thing. It's just as valid as when they say something and they expect you to feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the response that they expect is you. And when we listen to what they say, so like, this is what I'm saying. They say like, you can't tell me the way I feel is wrong. Like if I feel like I should be a woman, you can't tell me. And I agree with that. You're absolutely right. I could never tell you the way you think and feel every day, just the way you can't. Like the only way we can learn about it is by sharing each other's experiences. And I'm open to that. But when you're sharing your experience and you say, I woke up this morning and I was just feeling like a woman. I was feeling and thinking like a woman.
So that means I am a woman.
But then I go, wait, you have spent your entire life as a man, and you have never actually lived as a woman. Like you've never woken up with a vagina instead of balls. You've never menstruated.
I've woken up with it inside thinking I had a vagina.
Yeah, I was like really cold, really, really, really cold. But like,
is that a pussy?
But like, I feel like in this scenario, I can kind of factually go like, I don't know how you can legitimately tell me how a woman thinks or feels if you've never actually physically been a biological.
You're just going up to people going like, you're a woman, let me eat your pussy.
Right.
And then you're like, that's a cock.
I'm
blowing a cock.
Right. Hello. But like, it's one of those things.
Hello.
If you say like, oh, I feel like I'm more feminine today, or I feel like, then that I can't deny that. But if you're actually saying that, like, it's legitimately the biggest argument during the Black Lives Matter thing of like, you can't tell me about my experience. Like, yeah, I can't wake up and say, I feel like I'm a black man today. Like, I feel like I'm a black woman today. Like you can't because you actually haven't lived as that. You know?
I can't tell you how you feel. I can tell, but it's like, I can tell you how I feel.
Right. And it can be like, oh, I feel like you might be a little bit, there might be an issue here.
Yeah. And I'm like, hey man, put all that stuff back in the Target.
Yeah. It's just, but if you say like, hey, I woke up today and I felt like I should be a woman, like I go, oh yeah, okay, totally.
Yeah,
but if you're like, I'm thinking like a woman, like, wait, how do you know?
Dude,
how do you can know that?
You feel like you're a woman? Put on a dress. I'll slap your ass and harass you.
I hit the snooze bar and Shania Twain came on. Come on,
What if
girl.
that's how it worked, dude? Fucking, you wake up to Shania Twain, you're like, shit, I'm a woman today.
Yeah, holy shit, I do too, Shania.
I got hit with the Twain early this morning.
I got the Twain between me. So I feel like there's always like, but this is the thing is, if he is legitimately just taught, if that is the thing you can point to and say this is why he deserves not to be on Revolver, then I would argue no. I think it's just rational conversation and a reformed bad boy.
Well, that's what I realized after looking into it. I was just like, all right, so why shouldn't he be on Revolver? And it's like people were like, all right, get this. This guy covered up a tattoo and thinks you shouldn't trans kids. And I go, oh, so he's Hitler? Like, wait, what? Like, what are we talking about, dude?
And he's in jail, right? You got him in jail, right? Why
are you talking to me and not going to murder him?
We need to get a search party together so we can get this fugitive.
Oh my god, that guy.
Yeah,
is that Lex Luthor?
You're right. Yeah. And then again, when if you remember, I think this was before COVID, when like the Me Too stuff was going on, and people were like going like, yeah, Weinstein and Aziz, the same thing. And you're like, wait. That was when I first remember hearing about it and going like, wait. This is what we're saying now. This is what we're doing. Yeah, Louis C.K., Weinstein, you both are the exact same monster,
dude.
You know,
even with that one,
literally raped somebody. Like, this is not even speculation. It was in court proceedings where like they were like, hey, he went to jail for it, right? He's in jail.
Yeah.
For it.
They really did that where they were like Louis, Aziz, Harvey,
right,
all the same, and you're like, those are all very different. Those are all super different.
They're like Gaddafi, Hitler, the guy from Slaughter to Prevail. These are all the same. They're all hate crime war criminals.
Yes, Joseph Goebbels.
He's just as guilty.
The guy who dropped the A-bomb and the lead singer of Slaughter to Prevail.
Yeah. There's like.
Do you know the guy who dropped the A-bomb was like not rattled about it at all? He was actually. I just listened to a multi-part series about it. He was like, he wasn't upset that he fucking killed all those Japanese people, and he kept reapplying to drop as many bombs as he could.
He was like, "Can I do big boy and little boy, or
he's like
boy and little guy, or whatever?"
Dude, you know what the craziest part about dropping the fucking A-bomb is? You had to drop it and then race that shit because it was such a big explosion. Because when they dropped the second one on Nagasaki, they dropped it and just hit it into fucking full throttle, and they barely made it back because they were like circling around because it was really cloudy that day, and they kept circling trying to find. They're like, man, it's too cloudy. We might not be able to kill some Japanese today.
It's so funny too that they're like clouds, still clouds. The cumulus nimbi or whatever the fuck that shit is can stop a fucking atomic bomb attack.
And you're like, also, just get in the right area and drop it.
Yeah,
you're gonna kill a lot of people.
Are we in Japan? Okay, who cares? We got fucking Saganaki instead of Wagasaki. Who gives a fuck?
Yes, dude. Florida. All right, man. We
fucking turn it into a parking lot.
Glass them. Fucking glass them.
Turn it into a parking lot we can't use for 1,000 years.
Yeah. I'm fucking pissed about them. Kill the whole fucking lot of them.
Man, we're gonna be. You're right. We're gonna be. Look for Drag the Lake on the next cover of Revolver.
Dude, I'm just not trying to get too political, dude.
Yeah, we're just not trying to get political here, guys.
We're not a real political podcast. So that's why we kind of
notice a screeching halt at the comments here.
It's why we try to. They're all just being like, "Can you guys talk about tsunami hammers, you fucking losers?" That's why. Also, if you guys are getting mad at us, that's why I saved it to the end because I knew it was gonna go this way. But I would have felt like a pussy if I didn't talk about it.
You know, if you, and we never talked about the locust, and we never even talked about.
Oh, I forgot about that. Well, we can talk about that some other time if we think about it.
It's not on me anymore. Can't remind me anymore. But I will say this: you did this recently, and you guys should check it out. The interview you did with that gentleman that was in the music industry,
Yeah.
that you did originally that was going to be for No More Heroes, but
Well, I did it on the No More Heroes channel, and then we talked way more about. We did a deep dive into the music industry. I didn't even expect us to do. So I was like, Dragon Lake Boys are gonna love this. So go check that one out.
so take this part and put it on No More Heroes, and there you go. Now you got content for both. Boom, bam.
Perfect.
Special guest, a co-host on No More Heroes this week is Pat George. Hey, I'm only 2 syllables. Pat George.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We love you all. Check out the new music from Friday. Check out the newest Dance Gavin Dance. Do all the stuff. Send Pat pictures of your penis. But most importantly,
boobs too.
Have a good send some boobs. I looked at the end.
That's because we support trans. Wieners and boobs, please.
There's no girls. If you surgically got boobs, let me see those too. All right, guys, gals, everyone in between. Have a great fucking week. We love you. Be about it. Peace.